let's send it a little bit early. That music was too loud. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Probably good morning to most of you guys at this point. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. We're getting an early start because we've got an early start here. I've got a big pitch later today for my day job. The face is shaved. Can you believe it? Look at this. No facial hair. We're rocking, we're rolling. Today, I want to talk about whether or not Bitcoin can get back above $60,000. Like right now, like this month, this week. Is this something that we can see? I want to also look at what the temperature in the room is right now. I want to take a peek at, how everybody's feeling, because John 316, shout out to you in the chat. Shout out to all y'all up bright and early this morning, joining me and taking the time out of your morning, sipping that cup of coffee with me and getting into some crypto news. But John 316 made a very interesting point. Talking about my good buddy Oscar Ramos, saying about how maybe a dollar crow coin isn't going to happen. That's possible, right? Anything's possible. I said in the chat, I'm a skeptic. I remain a skeptic of everything, whether it's this, that, the other thing. I'm a skeptic of people, of anybody. I'm an optimist, but I'm also a skeptic. You can be both at the same time, right? Guarded, and aware, yet open to experience, open to watching things play out, right? Could a dollar crow, not happen? Yeah, I mean, there's a world. Can we maybe not see $100,000 Bitcoin this cycle? Yeah, there's a world where that does, so we have to think about all these things. But what I want you guys to think about, and kind of one of the focuses of this live stream for me, is going to be to hone in on the sentiment factor and kind of the facts as we've seen them historically for crypto. And a lot of that plays into the psychology of it. So we got to talk about it. We'll look at the price charts, see what's going on right now. Coin Baron, you get it, man. We got, clean face for a clean pitch. This is it. And, also I shaved down off the cheeks to the goatee, and the goatee was not doing it for me. I shaved it too thin. So we're going to do fresh start after this pitch. I think I'll go back to just the goatee. You know what? Matter of fact, real quick, while people are hopping in, we'll do this. All right. Clean shaved. Which one? All right. Which one? We'll go clean shaved face. Gotta specify. Full beard. I mean, my version of a full beard, at least. Or goatee. You guys let me know which one's the one. Okay, let's hop into the charts, guys. Let's get to what matters. But I do want your feedback. I'm curious. Okay, so today, Bitcoin is at $55,000, which is pretty neat, Pete. Okay? And too bad I don't think we got Pete here. Pete might show up later on. We do have Crypto Pete. He's a guy that watches the channel. Let me just pull up the charts for you here. So Bitcoin had a very interesting little weekend, didn't it? And exactly as I predicted. I told you guys that if Bitcoin did not break down below $52,000, $50,000 with a daily candle close, that we could, bounce here. So like I said, we are coming down to 52. I mean, from here, guys, as soon as we broke this, okay, this is how I walked it out for the people that have been watching my channel. I told you guys, if we lose through here, there's a good chance, an increasing likelihood, that we are going to bounce off 52K. And so long as we don't have a daily candle close below $52,000, that we would come up to $68,000. Was I right or was I right? I mean, I don't know if we're coming up to $68,000, $70,000 right now, but look, we've got the bounce. We've got 1, 2, 3 days of daily green candles. Could we see a little bit more fear here? Yeah, maybe we're going to do one of these again. I mean, I feel like we see this all the time, right? Something like that. So we could see easily something, maybe like this, right? We'll see. But I think we're headed back up to $68,000, $70,000. Is that going to happen this week? Well, I mean, it could. It could. We're in a new weekly candle. That's good to see. Let's look at the weekly candle real quick. Weekly candle could still get a wick, because here's another thing to remember. Each time that we've had a weekly candle close above the range, right? Even the next green candle typically has kind of a wick to scare you. So just be aware that downside is still on the table. We're still in September. September's typically bearish. October's coming. Y'all know this by now. I know you know this. But the key for today is the key for today is the mindset. It's the mindset. Oh wow, we got 60-40. 60-40 on the votes for the facial hair, no facial hair. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that vote plays out throughout the stream. So Bitcoin's doing okay. I mean, good bounce. Good bounce. That was a good prediction. Good bounce there. Up to 55. Bitcoin's back up 2% in the last 24 hours. Still down over the last 7 days, obviously. What's up today? Popcat's moving again. Phantom's moving again. Aave. A lot of the same coins. Toncoin getting a little bit of a recovery now. Trying to kind of have a little bit of a comeback after the fear. After the concern over that founder going to prison. You know, going to jail, should I say, and going to court. Let's see here, because we are right now, this was like a month ago back here. I mean, yeah, so this thing is still quite down 23% over the last month. Still down from its highs. I think Toncoin's at a nice discount right now. And the theory is this, guys, you know, going back to what John 3:16 was saying earlier, you know, some people don't think that Crow's going to go to $1. Some people don't think Bitcoin's going to hit $100,000. What we need to see in crypto is we need to see everybody turn bearish. We need to see everybody essentially give up before we can go up again. Because what's happening lately for the last 3 to 5 months has just been everybody's in that up forever mentality. And as people kind of, as everybody becomes a buyer, eventually people run out of money, and then there's nothing else to pump the market. Well, then eventually all those people that are just kind of putting in some of their checks and, you know, little bits of money, retail, well, they think it's just going to be up forever. Eventually there's some profit taking that happens for the people that were early, from the people that are rich, and they start selling off. And then it's just this cascading selling effect, which is where you really get this whole price action that we've seen for Bitcoin here. This right here was the moment where buyers were exhausted and kind of out of cash. And there's still buyers in here, obviously. And there's whales accumulating each time we hit the bottoms of these bands. That's just how they do it. They buy low and they sell high. And so what you have is whales kind of buying here, selling here, just playing the game until we get to the point where all the people that are weak-handed sell out of this thing. And then we continue to go. Then, like, when they really capitulate, what happens is big money comes in and scoops that big capitulation. And we've been kind of having that. They've been scooping it throughout this entire thing. And all that money that went on the sidelines through this. I mean, guys, this is a, what is the, how many days? 203-day stretch. 203-day stretch. That's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. All of a sudden, we're just going to have an accumulation phase again, and we're going to have that kind of up forever mentality come, and people are just going to start panic buying into the market. And so, like for Crow as an example, some people are skeptical if we can hit $1 again. Look, the more people right now, right at this very moment, that give up on Crow, in my mind, the more likely that we are to the bottom, right? It's that bear market mentality. It's like if everybody gives up in a bear market, what do? You buy the dip. If we're in the middle of a bull cycle phase and people are starting to give up or question their original hypotheses, what do? You buy the dip. Historically, you know, speaking, again, total market cap still isn't taking you high. So why should have Crow? Why should have any of your other altcoins? By the way, 3 likes, 22 viewers. Smash the like button, y'all. Smash that like. We have a full-fledged bull market coming. Shiba Inu, you know, people are like, well, Shiba Inu's dead now. You know, look, Shiba Inu is a hard one to get pumping again. But I think Shiba Inu can take its new highs. I think. Coin Baron asks, how much longer do we grind between 50 and 70K, Kip? I'm going to say that's over in October or November. For sure. I mean, in my mind. That's not financial advice. But, like, if we are not above $70,000 at some point by the end of November, that doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. I believe that Bitcoin is going to have a beautiful... Now, let's get to the news. And that brings me over to kind of the point of the day. So that's a good segue. First up, I mean, look. Okay. Coin Baron, this one's for you. October averages plus 22% gain. So let's just say we get a 20% gain for Bitcoin in October. What is that? I mean, that's back to 67, 68, 80K. So the smart answer is, let's just say it has an average, fine. It has an average October. Let's say October has a 10% pump. And then October is historically 46%. Let's say November then has a 20% pump. Okay, so like, let's just say Bitcoin then has a 10% pump and we're sitting at 61K by the end of October. Okay, let's just pretend like that's how that shakes out. And then let's say we get a conservative 20% pump from there. 20% pump would bring us back up to 75K. That would bring us back to the highs for December. October, November, that's when we leave the chop. That's my prediction. Personally. But we have had a lot of liquidations, right? I mean, just the other day we had another $250 million liquidated from the crypto market on September 5th. It's kind of what brought us down to these levels again. This is all the same story, but I'm going to come to that real quick. This is what the focus of today's video is. Bitcoin in the media and in your minds. Excuse me. Bitcoin in the media and in your minds. Bitcoin's a bubble. It retraces a little bit. Bitcoin's dead. Crocoin's dead. Shiba Inu's dead. Continuation. It's in a bubble. This is the media. This is your friends who don't buy Bitcoin, too. It crashes. Bitcoin's dead. Bitcoin's dead. Goes back up. We're in a bubble. We do have bubbles in crypto. But when the bubbles pop, okay? Historically, we go up and to the right. In a bull market, we have a lot of these dead phases, right? You got the bear market lows, and then you have the post-halving wobble that we're having right now. But then we're going to have the post-halving rally. Okay, this is very simply the Bitcoin chart. Previous bull market, bear market, new bull market starts, barely new all-time high. People think it's a bear market, but it's really not. Continuation, and then a bear market. And the sentiment goes along with it. Here's a story. Crypto publication, Decrypt. Ethereum plunges to 2024 low, and Bitcoin sinks as liquidations hits 272 million. Here's the deal. Let's look at this. 2024 low, huh? 2024 low, they say, huh? Is this true? There's January. It is true. It is true. That actually did happen. I looked at another chart the other day. It didn't look like it did happen. So that is true. We did see that. But man, did they jump at the opportunity to write that article? A new low. And it reads badly, right? And so what does the media do? They do this. They play this game. It's dead. They give this sentiment. And they scare people into saying Ethereum's dead, This is what happens. It's sensationalism, it's media, it's headlines, it's thumbnails, it's all that. Yes, guys, you got to be aware. In today's day and age, that is the reality of how headlines read. And unfortunately, it is the way that people's minds tend to go. Like, as more articles like this come out, I see more and more people talking about the potential of a bear market. And that's the dumbest thing ever, in my opinion. Historically, we've got a trend, guys. Bitcoin should be coming up somewhere into the yellow, possibly to $200,000 at some point in this bull market, in this post-halving year, guys. The data is just suggesting nothing except that. In India, they're traditionally pretty strict about crypto. Indian regulators to clear offshore crypto exchanges after strict AML review. Cool. So, more crypto adoption happening across the globe. Michael Saylor went on CNBC. Let's talk a little bit about what he said, and let's pull that clip up real quick. So here you go. Here's Michael Saylor on CNBC. Let's hear him talk about a $13 million Bitcoin.
It is 7% of the capital.
7%.
My long-term forecast is it's going to go to 13 million over 21 years.
13 million.
13 million. But what is it 5 years from now? In your 4-year calculus.
You know, it's been growing 44% a year with about a 40 to 50 vol. I would think it'll move on at 40%, then click down to 35, then 30, then 25, and at some point it'll be the S&P return plus 8%. And it'll be the S&P vol plus 8% because it's always going to be a more global, open, free capital market.
How is there stuff that's above your pay grade? You're worth billions. I mean, we can say that. That is above our pay grade, but who gets to decide if it's above your pay grade?
Okay, a little playful banter from the CNBC host there. Man, that stuff's always cringy. Mainstream media. But Michael Saylor coming out, $13 million prediction over the next 21 years. That's much more realistic than his $40 million prediction, but it's still very lofty. But the point I want to hone in on for him is that he's got a great point. And historically, for a while, it was 100% gains year over year. Now it's like 40% gains year over year. And it's going to be less over time. That is, decreased opportunity as time goes on. More people get in, less volatility. That's the future of this market. That's just how it is. But this is something that is possible. In the meantime, as you see, countries getting involved, you see questionable headlines, you got to zoom out and look at the big picture and get your mindset away from this fixed mental state that the media tries to bind us to. Okay, guys, we have to get away from that. Look up crypto news and you will see, is crypto entering a bear market? 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. Talking about, uncertainty with the elections. Uncertainty. Crypto is in a bull market, period. Elections or no elections. Crypto's bullish. Crypto's in a bull market post-halving year. That's never been anything except for that. Period. At this point in time. Obviously everybody wants to talk about this guy in crypto. Coinbase has its worst week of the year as crypto stocks plummet. Negative. Very interesting. Predicted to cause an inevitable Bitcoin price crash. UK regular, 87% of crypto firms fail to meet. Crypto won't dethrone the dollar. Come on. I mean, very fearful articles. This is what I'm talking about. You see the fear and greed index low. Look at it right now. 41. That's a buying opportunity, my friends. That is a buying opportunity right now. So don't forget it. Don't forget it. And if you're scared about crypto and knowing that it's down right now, don't forget. Traditional market stinks right now too. The Fed's going to cut rates here. 25 basis points. It's a quarter point coming in just 9 days. I will have a baby in 9 days. Likely. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. So I'll have a baby and baby will have a rate cut. So get ready. Guys, that's bullish in the long term for crypto. We need more rate cuts. Yes. But I'm very excited. Now, I'd love to stick around and chat. And I would love to do a little Q&A today, but we're just going to look at the vote. Last chance to vote. Which one? Clean shave face, full beard, or goatee? Wow. Wow, look at that. That is a mixed result. Full beard is getting the love. Okay. Okay. We'll see. Clean shaved. Better than goatee. People don't like the goatee. John 316 likes the goatee. I gotta vote. I mean, I have a shaved face today. Look like a child. All right, guys. I got a jet. That's all I have for you in this one. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Crypto Kip. Smash a like on the way out, guys. Do me a favor. Just tap the like. Subscribe to the channel. DCA HODL. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.